please talk about the absolute sheer audacity of Hayley Hamilton? The latest spoilers for Beyond the Gates are pointing to the fact that this Black Widow is actually going to get exactly what she wants. Yes, you heard me right. Hayley is somehow going to successfully manipulate Bill into packing his bags and jetting off to St. Bart's for a romantic getaway. Are you kidding me? After everything the Dupree women have been trying to do to expose her, after all the investigations, this woman still manages to wrap Bill around her little finger. It makes me want to throw my remote directly at the television. How can he be so incredibly blind to the monster sleeping right next to him? Let's just pause and break down the pure, unadulterated evil of her manipulation tactics. The fact that she used the 1-year anniversary of losing their baby as the ultimate guilt trip to force him onto that plane. I am sick to my stomach. Who does that? It is the absolute lowest of the low. She knows exactly how to play him, pulling his emotional strings so he feels obligated to give her this trip. But here's the thing, guys, and I know you are all screaming this in the comments too. I do not think Hayley is going to cross the finish line with this scam as easily as she thinks. She thinks she has won, but she is severely underestimating the power of the Hamilton and Dupree women. She is playing a dangerous game, and the walls are closing in on her. Let's talk about Bill for a second. We all saw him experiencing that terrifying severe dizziness and double vision at home. He is literally stumbling around. The poison is working, and it is horrifying to watch. But here is where my theory comes in, and I need to know if anyone else is on the same page with me. Bill might be arrogant, and he might be blindly defending his young, vibrant wife, but he is not entirely stupid when it comes to his own physical survival. He realizes deep down that he is deteriorating. He knows he desperately needs rest, and I firmly believe that with the relentless, desperate urging of his daughters, especially Chelsea and Naomi, Bill is going to secretly get a comprehensive medical checkup before he gets on that plane. Can you imagine the sheer tension of this? Bill sneaking behind Hayley's back to get his blood drawn. He doesn't want to cause any more drama or complicate things with his wife. He just wants to appease her and go on this vacation, so he is going to keep this doctor's visit a complete secret from Hayley. He's hiding it from the very woman who is poisoning him. The irony is just too much to handle. But this secret checkup is going to be the ultimate game changer. However, even with the checkup happening, I am terrified that the results won't come back in time to stop them from boarding that flight. The obstacles are aligning, and Bill is going to be thrust directly into the lion's den when he arrives in St. Bart's with his lethal wife. Now let us bow down to the true MVP of Garland Memorial Hospital, Dr. Madison Montgomery. We all know Madison is brilliant, and she has been highly suspicious of Bill's abnormal blood tests for a while now. She is not the type of doctor to just let things slide. I am predicting that Madison is going to take those new test samples from Bill's secret checkup and put them under a microscope like her life depends on it. Her medical intuition is screaming that something is fundamentally wrong, and her suspicions are completely grounded in facts. She will not give up. I am literally praying to the soap opera gods that Madison runs a full toxicology screen and finds the exact trace of the lethal poison running through Bill's veins. Just picture the scene. Madison sitting in the lab, the results printing out, and her eyes widening in absolute horror as she realizes that Bill Hamilton is being actively, intentionally poisoned. The shock, the betrayal, the drama. She is going to immediately alert the family. This is the smoking gun that Chelsea, Naomi, Kat, and Danny have been desperately searching. They have been trying to prove she's cheating with Randy, but this is so much worse. This is attempted murder. It completely changes the stakes of the entire storyline. Doctor. Madison Montgomery is going to be the hero we all need right now. The moment Chelsea finds out that her father has been poisoned, all hell is going to break loose. Chelsea has been fighting tooth and nail to protect her dad, even when he arrogantly dismisses her and yells at her to stay out of his marriage. I can already see Chelsea frantically grabbing her phone, her hands shaking, tears streaming down her face, demanding that Bill return home immediately. She is going to be calling him nonstop, texting him in all caps, doing whatever it takes to reach him before Hayley can administer the final fatal dose. But wait, we have to factor in the absolute sociopathic nature of Hayley Hamilton. Hayley is a professional scammer. She is a ruthless, cold-blooded gold digger who is entirely focused on that $10 million life insurance payout. She's not going to let a few pesky phone calls from her stepdaughters ruin her massive payday. When Bill's phone starts blowing up with calls from Chelsea, what do you think Hayley is going to do? She is going to intercept that phone. I can vividly imagine Hayley sitting in their luxurious St. Bart's villa, sipping a cocktail, watching Bill's phone light up with Chelsea's caller ID, and just pressing decline with a wicked, evil smirk on her face. She is going to reject every single call. She is going to delete every incoming text message before Bill even has a chance to see the screen. Hayley hates being bothered, and she absolutely despises Bill's kids. She is going to isolate him completely. She might even turn his phone on airplane mode or conveniently lose it in the ocean. Bill will be completely cut off from the outside world, trapped in a tropical paradise with a woman who is actively plotting his demise. It is so creepy and claustrophobic. I am getting chills just thinking about how vulnerable Bill is going to be. Imagine the crystal clear blue waters, the white sandy beaches, the luxurious villa, all serving as the backdrop for a cold-blooded murder. It's giving me serious true crime documentary vibes. But here is where the plot thickens, guys. Hayley is going to realize that the clock is ticking. If Chelsea is trying this hard to get in touch, Hayley will sense that the walls are closing in. She knows she has absolutely no chance of getting away with this unless she accelerates her timeline. The original plan with Randy was a lethal injection and a quick cremation to avoid an autopsy. But now she has to improvise. Hayley is going to realize she needs to poison his food directly and heavily while they are insane. Barts, she is going to try to induce a massive stroke. By spiking his meals with an overwhelming dose of the toxin, she hopes to make his death look like a tragic, natural medical emergency. A sudden stroke on vacation? It's the perfect cover story for a grieving widow. She will just play the part, crying her fake tears and demanding an immediate cremation just like she and Randy planned. This woman is so diabolical, I can hardly stand it. The tension is going to be off the charts. Every bite of food Bill takes, every sip of a drink, we as the audience are going to be screaming, "Don't swallow it, Bill!" And let's not forget about her partner in crime, Randy Parker. Randy has been warning her to be careful. He even reminded her that her cut is only $5 million. Randy is getting greedy, but he is also getting scared. Is $5 million really worth life in prison, Randy? I don't think so. Danny has already confronted Randy, calling him Sammy and terrifying him. Randy's cover is blown, and he is probably panicking back in Fairmont Crest while Hayley is executing the final phase in the Caribbean. If Randy cracks under the pressure from Danny and the Dupree women, he might just spill the beans on the entire murder plot. Could Randy be the key to saving Bill's life if Chelsea can't get through on the phone? The psychology of Bill Hamilton right now is just baffling. This is a man who built his entire career on arguing, logic, and seeing through people's lies. Yet, he's entirely blind to the monster sleeping in his bed. His ego and his arrogance have completely clouded his judgment. He thinks he knows his vibrant young wife so well, but he is playing right into her. It is a tragic downfall for a man who used to be so sharp. Does anyone else feel incredibly frustrated watching him defend her? I want to shake him and tell him to wake up before it is too late. On the flip side, the psychology of Hayley is a masterclass in villainy. She has absolutely zero remorse. We saw her complaining to Randy about having to sleep with Bill while she actively wants him dead. She's disgusted by the man she married, but she is willing to play the loving wife just to secure the bag. The cold calculation it takes to look a man in the eyes, pretend to love him, and then hand him a poison green smoothie is terrifying. She is a true soap opera villain, and I love to hate her. And what about Danny? Danny's on a warpath. She just confronted Randy and called him out on the cheating. She knows Hayley is a fraud, but she doesn't know the half of it yet. Imagine Danny's reaction when she finds out that Hayley isn't just a cheater, but a full-blown murderer. The Dupree women are going to form an absolute army to take Hayley down. I cannot wait for the inevitable showdown between Danny and Hayley. It is going to be explosive, and I am here for every single second of it. The stakes have literally never been higher. We are looking at a race against time. Madison in the lab analyzing the blood, Chelsea frantically dialing a blocked phone, Danny interrogating Randy, and Bill sitting on a beach in St. Bart's completely oblivious to the fact that his next meal could be his last. The writers of Beyond the Gates are giving us a masterclass in suspense, and I am completely obsessed. This is the kind of drama that keeps us tuning in day after day. I am literally on the edge of my seat. This storyline is giving me everything I want and more. Will Madison's lab results save Bill in the nick of time? Will Chelsea find a way to bypass Hayley's communication blockade? Or will Hayley successfully poison his food and walk away a multimillionaire widow? I need to know your theories right now. Drop a comment below. Hit that like button if you are as stressed out as I am. And make sure you are subscribed because we are going to be breaking down every single second of this St. Bart's nightmare. Stay tuned, soap fans, because Fairmont Crest is about to explode.